One of them had a really loud fan noise. The other had no fan at all, which is potentially dangerous. This is Fix My Setup, where we take webcam setups from zero to hero. Today, we're gonna build a home office video studio, so our friend Jay can both get work done, and then with a flip of a switch, start making professional videos. And we're thinking we'll keep the budget around $1,000. Before we start buying gear though, let's take a look at what we're working with. This is Jay Kunzo. He hosts the podcast How Stories Happen. This is his current setup in his home office. All right, he has a bunch of windows. It looks like he's blocking out some light with a curtain. I don't think he likes that very much. He's got a decent microphone. That's the Shure SM7B. It's a good podcasting mic. It looks like he's using some kind of a Logitech webcam. It's no good. That light is pretty big and pretty bright, but it's not very directional, so it's probably making him look a little flat. For this home office video studio, we're gonna focus on 3 things. 1, lighting, 2, camera, and 3, something that makes solo video creation way easier. And that third thing is a teleprompter. But not just any teleprompter, this is the prompter from Elgato. And what makes this unique is its size and how easy it is to use. But before I keep going, I'm gonna have to put it back on my camera because I'm using it for this video. It's so light, it can just hang off your camera lens, or you can mount any small camera to the back. But even better, you can just plug it into your laptop with a USB-C cable, and then it acts as a second display. Jay, like most people, has a webcam above their monitor. The problem is when you're making a video or doing a video podcast, it can be hard to keep eye contact with your audience because you're simply not looking into the camera. But with a teleprompter, you're literally looking directly into the camera, and in turn, staring right into your audience's soul. Speaking of souls, let's talk about cameras. Jay's using some kind of Logitech webcam, but none of that really matters because all webcams kind of stink. For a real video studio, we're gonna wanna use a real camera. This is the Canon R100, and at 300 bones, it's one of the cheaper options for a really great mirrorless camera that you can also use as a webcam. Why the R100? Well, I think Canon colors generally look pretty pleasing straight out of camera, and it has all the video and autofocus options we need for a webcam. All we need is a dummy battery with power supply and an HDMI to USB adapter, like this cheap one from Amazon. Mounting this teleprompter to the desk can always be tricky, so for Jay we just used a magic arm with a super clamp, then we used a super strong ball head so we could level the teleprompter. Okay, let's talk about lighting. This is the most important aspect of making an image look good, because no matter what camera you have, from cheap webcam to fancy camera, it's not gonna look good without solid lighting. And the secret to solid lighting is control. And to keep things on budget, we found a great deal on 2 100-watt LEDs from Ulanzi. Except that deal was a little too good to be true. After we set them both up, we realized one of them had a really loud fan noise, and the other had no fan at all, which is potentially dangerous. So as not to risk the fire hazard, after a quick Amazon search, we ended up with 2 trusty G60s from Zhiyun. I trust these lights, they're really good quality, but this unfortunately has brought us a bit over the $1,000 budget. The show must go on. We're gonna use one as a key light with a larger softbox and grid, and we're gonna attach it to his desk. The softbox makes light super pleasing, while the grid directs the light onto Jay's face and not all over the background. That is control. We're using the second light as a backlight, essentially sandwiching Jay between the 2 lights. I like to think a backlight is kind of a secret sauce on getting a high-end look. Notice how it adds a little rim of light to Jay, outlining him so he stands out further from the background. To power this whole setup, we're using a remote-controlled Belkin power strip. That's a mouthful. Hit one button and boom, we are in video mode. Okay, let's see a before and after. Looking good.